asked me about the Flash trailer, and Flash trailer was great. It was epic. Broke a lot of records. Broke a lot of records. Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. It broke a whole lot of records. A whole lot. Now, in the beginning, we basically got to see Flash, in his younger self. He basically was thinking about his mom. If you remember the story in the comic book, he went back in time because he wanted to go save his mom. What's up, Diligent King? He wanted to change time and save his mother. Because remember, in the present time, he lost his mom. So he went back in time, found his older self, or found his other self in another universe. They were talking. Then you saw Zod approach, which basically now you done got rid of the metahumans. So there's no Superman, there's no nobody. The only one really left around is Batman. And then you, of course, got to see, Michael Keaton make a beautiful entrance. Yo, we know who you are. Yes, I'm the Batman. They had the Tim Burton score in it. It was beautiful. You said that you would. But what? The clock. Everything was on point. The way it was great. I love the part where they show Superwoman. They're gonna show a Supergirl. They're gonna show Supergirl in this, which I think is a good cameo to bring her out. Because remember, they're having a Supergirl or Superwoman. Remember, James Gunn's bringing that in the DCU after the Superman Legacy, after the Bold and the Brave, the Lanterns, all of that stuff. Shout out HD, your magic selling me though. I need Franz Wagner to get 15 points. He got 6. He'll pick up in a minute, man. I don't know why you bet on Wagner. You should have betted for Paulo or somebody else. Yeah, Robbie, it does in a certain way. To everybody who's never read Flashpoint is a comic book in DC that basically changed the landscape of DC, where you had Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, they all became one. And some of the people are saying Dr. Manhattan had something to do with the behind the scenes of when Barry went back and let his mom die. Everything was supposed to go back to normal, but it really didn't because Dr. Manhattan basically did something to tweak it. Not too much, but a little bit, where everything wasn't exactly the same in present time. If you don't know about Flashpoint, now everybody saw the TV series. I didn't really watch the TV series. I just read the comic books. So I know what Flashpoint is, even before the TV series. So Flashpoint is basically going to reset everything into what it is now. Everything's going to be present and up to date. This means that we're going to get rid of the Snyderverse. The Snyderverse is going to be gone. So that's the point. Now, Barry basically went in time and messed everything up. So now we got to see it. What's up, Henry? Yeah, the anime movie is very good. The animated movie is very good. People go check that out. But this is going to set up the new Batman, Bold and the Brave. This is going to set up the Supergirl movie where she was raised different. Yeah, it was fire. It was awesome. And then we got to see Batman. We got to see Ben Affleck's Batman. I'm trying to figure out why they won't bring Ben Affleck. I think would be good in the bold and the bold and the brave, the brave and the bold Batman. I think he would be good in that, but we don't know. So, but this story, we got to see a world without metahumans. Remember, in Flashpoint, Superman never became Superman. Remember that he, instead of landing in Kansas, he landed where the government was at, and they kept him under red sun, where his powers could never grow. So he was left dormant. And then you remember what else happened? Bruce Wayne died, and Thomas Wayne became the Batman, and the mother became the Joker. His wife became Joker. Right, no metahuman, and then we got Zod coming to take over the world, and there's no protection. Because remember, when Superman was there, he protected the world. But in this one, because of Flashpoint, you have no Superman, no metahumans, no nobody. So Zod basically has a free reign to take whatever. What's up, Chappelle? Chilling. So the trailer just shows you like bits and pieces of what's going on. You get to see Barry, and then you get to see, of course, his other self in another universe where he's a blue Flash now. So he's the blue Flash. Yeah, it's a blue Flash. Yeah, it's in the comic books. So now he may be we don't know if he's going to be the good Flash or the evil, because remember, the blue Flash was evil in the comic books. That was the Flash that would come and take you to the I think the underworld, or I forgot the name what they called it. I got to go back and read. But he takes the Flashes basically to the next realm when they die. So that's very interesting. So it could be a plot twist in this. We don't know. The one with Michael Keaton doing his thing was beautiful. Now I'm trying to figure out, is he going to be the same Bruce from the 1980s, or is he going to be playing Thomas Wayne? Because he would be a perfect Thomas Wayne, because he's older and he has the look, but I think he's going to be the regular Bruce Wayne. We don't know. He might be Thomas Wayne, because remember, right, the Christopher Reeve Superman. I liked that Zod better than this one. That Zod and the Christopher Reeve Superman Chappelle was better. He fit. He was very conniving. Didn't show too much emotion. Just showed that he was in charge. Showed he was very stern. This past Zod, he was okay. He was too over the top to me. That's just my opinion. I felt he was too over the top. But we don't know what he might be in this one. He might be depicted differently. Right. He was talking to Barry in the beginning of the trailer. Right. And we got the two Barrys talking to each other. Yeah, that Zod was a straight savage. Right. He was. So we got a lot of questions to ask in this one. How is this going to tie into the next movies? Because remember, we got the Beetle coming out, we got the Superman Legacy, all of this stuff. So we're gonna basically see what's gonna happen. Now, James Gunn has said that the Lanterns, that's going to set the stage for how DC is gonna be. That's what I heard. Yeah, I like this Supergirl in this one. I do too, Henry. This is a Supergirl that's been battered, beaten, everything. So you know she's going to have a lot of rage, and she's just going to be so like, we don't know how OP she's going to be. She's going to be OP'd out this world. And remember, the Supergirl story he's coming up with is sort of dark. Like, she didn't grow up like Clark did with a loving family. She grew up on Krypton, what was left of it, and everybody around her died in front of her. So she's going to be sort of jaded and pissed off. So this could be leading us into that Supergirl. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that's going on in here. I heard Shazam might be part of. Well, it is going to be part of the new DCU, Malik, because the Shazam, the actor, and James Gunn are buddies. Hey, where's your light at? So I can put it up.
I showed you little light bulbs where they are on that thing, that shelf by the trash can.
Golden, go get me that light bulb by the trash can.
The light bulb? That's not the light.
This is the light.
I want you to change the one in the other bathroom.
Well, you don't want me to change this one?
I don't have any more. Yes, I do. Those are in the garage. But you don't need to change that. We need to change the one in my toy.
All right. You think they dropped the ball, Chappelle, when they let Cavill go? I don't think they did. I'll go get him because I gotta go get this ladder.
Why don't you just get the steps straight?
Because it could slip and I ain't trying to bust my head. I gotta go to work. You think they dropped the ball with Henry Cavill? Everybody says that. Henry Cavill was okay to me. I felt like you could find another Superman. What's up, Jeff Bone? I know you pissed off, Jeff Bone, because of that Super Bowl, that screw job, but whatever. Let them have their fun. You got people on social media capping for Juju, and Juju ain't do nothing the whole game. It's like, dog, you didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing the whole year, so why are you talking? I can't stand when people talk who ain't do nothing. Like, I can't stand when people be doing all that background noise. You know them people who do the background talk? Like they did something, but they ain't do nothing. I had to tell C Pen, I'm like, C Pen, what is you pom-pomming for? Juju ain't do nothing. This what we doing now? We pom-pomming losers? Guys who ain't do nothing? So we gonna pom-pom everybody who don't do nothing. Yeah, you got C Pen on Twitter capping for Juju. I'm like, dog, Juju ain't do nothing. Juju so soft. He was about to league out. Bro, Juju did nothing. Like, dude, you basically was Will Purdue. I'm going to start calling him Will Purdue Juju. That's his new name, Will Purdue Juju. You just rode coattails. Nelly, look and see if you see the light bulbs over there. If they're deep in there. I can't find them.
Like in this thing?
Yeah. Yeah, Luke Walton. He on.
Right here.
Yeah, grab it for me. Appreciate it. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he Will Purdue. Will Purdue Juju. I'm like, dude, you ain't do nothing the whole game. You didn't do nada. Nada, 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 nada. You did nada. Nada, 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 nada. You ain't do nada. The Cavs and the Mavs in the finals. I got the Bucks and Phoenix in the finals. That's who I got. I got the Bucks and Phoenix, Scoochie. That's who I got. So, you know. Yeah, they did. Oh, you forgot Melvin Gordon joined the team late in the year. They picked him up, but he ain't do nothing. He was chilling on the bench like Juju. Hold on real quick, guys. I gotta fix this light. That's what I'm saying. This new era, weak. What? Yes. My bad, y'all. I had to fix this light. What's up, Felton? You straight? You ain't too late. All right, you good? Yeah.
3 months, but thank you.
I knew you were gonna throw some shade, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, the flat. That's what I was talking about, Felton. I had to smoke Juju real quick because Juju out here talking trash, and he ain't do nothing the whole game. And that holding call should have never been called. It's like, bro, are we serious here? That's what I'm saying. You got all these soft behind dudes now that's talking trash and ain't do nothing on the team. Ain't do a dang thing. But you talk. Tell you, boy, crazy. Told y'all. Front runners. Juju ain't been relevant since Antonio Brown. The Eagles don't need to talk about.
Sorry.
You all right. The Eagles don't need to cry about nothing. The Eagles did a good job. There's nothing you could do when everybody's against you. Yeah, she always throws shade. Yeah, I liked it with Supergirl too because see what Supergirl can do is this could base what I was saying, Felton, is this could set her up for her. Remember, she has her movie coming out where she landed on Krypton, what was left of Krypton, and she was raised around death and loss. So she could be different. So we could probably see her be OP on this one. You know, it looks like she was always trapped and locked up. It looks like they released her from where she was at and she just went off and destroyed stuff. What's up, Trey? What I'm talking about the Flash trailer, but somebody was talking about Juju and I had to smoke Juju real quick. Like, bro, you didn't do nothing the whole game. The guy who balled out was Kadarius Toney and Pacheco. You didn't do nothing the whole game. Like Juju ain't been nothing since Antonio Brown. People forgot he was on the team. It's like, bro, was you on the team? Like his name is Will Purdue Juju. And that holding call was dumb. That should have never been called, but it is what it is. But yeah, Felton, Supergirl at the end was great. Oh, I like that. You gonna add some more stuff to it?
I think maybe I might add a sun.
Yeah, add a sun. Add some more stuff to it. Add as much as you can. Yeah, Kelsey balled out, but Juju ain't do nothing the whole game. But yeah, you have Supergirl who basically looked like she was freed. So now that she's freed, she's gonna probably go off. And she's gonna be probably OP as I don't know what. So we're gonna see that. I also want to see the part with Michael Keaton. Is Michael Keaton gonna be is he the Bruce Wayne from '89? Or is he gonna be Thomas Wayne? See, that's the thing I was confused about. You brought him back, but is he gonna reprise his role as Bruce? Is he gonna be a Bruce Wayne from another time? Or are you gonna make him Thomas Wayne? Because it'll be great if he was Thomas Wayne, but the way he was looking, he's gonna be Bruce Wayne again. So he's probably a Bruce Wayne from that timeline of 1989. So I see why people think it's sort of like Spider-Man No Way Home a little bit because of all the same people. But remember, so who's the new Superman? They haven't named him yet, Chappelle. They haven't told us who it is yet. We got to watch. I'll let you know though when it happens. I'll let everybody know. But you know. But they haven't named it yet. That I know of. So, you know. But I also want to see the Blue Flash. When Barry becomes the Blue Flash, I want to know if he's going to be good or bad. Because remember, the Blue Flash in the comic books was bad. So what if he turns out to be bad? That'll be interesting. So that's what I want to see. Yeah, Kazim, I seen it. Creed 3 gonna go off. That's gonna be a good picture. You basically got his boy he grew up with come back in the picture. Been in the pen all them years. It's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. Yeah, I saw it though. It was a it was a great trailer. But I want to see what this Supergirl does. Is she gonna be the same Supergirl that she's gonna be in this new picture?
Okay, so I have this time, and I think it's done. I like it.
That's all you gonna do? That ain't too bland to you?
No, I like it.
Okay. As long as you like it, we good. No, I haven't seen the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I still gotta watch the Christmas special for that. But I haven't had time to watch that. But yeah, the trailer great. I think the movie will be great. We get to see Flash go back in time and just switch everything around. We'll be good, man. Um, I'm probably gonna do another video. I got to do my blast from the past series. I'll record that and upload it. I do too. Like, this is a great Flash. It's just that he's so messed up outside. Like, his outside life, he's a terrible person, but he's a great Flash. Yeah, General Zod, I liked it that. That was a that was good how he came to the world, Felton, and there's no metahumans there. It's just Batman. You saw Batman make his appearance. Hey, fix me a banana pudding out in the garage for me. And don't be light with it. Put a lot in there. Yeah, they gonna keep him. I mean, it's messed up because if this was a black actor, the black actor would have been destroyed and would have been suspended. You know, if it was a black actor, he would have been banned from doing a lot of movies. He'd have been kicked out. But Ezra Miller's allowed to act like a fool and still come back. But he's a great Flash. I give him that. He's great as far as the Flash. So, that's how I look at it. Oh yeah, DC finna be fired this year. That's what I'm saying. And this ain't even the good stuff. I think what I'm waiting for is the Lanterns. That's what I'm waiting for is the Lanterns with Hal Gordon and Jon Stewart. That's going to be epic. If the lanterns do what it's supposed to do, it's going to shape our universe. I hope they don't keep it to Earth. I hope they allow us to travel the universe. I hope they don't just keep it on Earth. What it do, baby? George Garvin. What up, T Hub? Oh, you like that song, T Hub? I knew you would. I knew you would like that song. I told you. I told you. He said, Malik. That boy T Hub be sounding like he falling off a bridge or something. Oh, the XFL coming on this weekend. It come on this weekend, the 18th. Come on the 18th, man. I'm finna watch it. I saw the Fast movie. You got Jason Momoa in it. You got John Cena. I'm like, okay. I haven't seen the last 5. I haven't seen the last 5. What you call it? I can't even think of the name. I haven't seen the last 5 Fast and the Furious. I haven't seen the last 5 of them, dog. I'm so behind. So it's like, whatever. Right, Malik. Like, I don't want them, like, when the lanterns come out, I don't want to see them on Earth. I want to see them all over the place. I want to see them over here. I want to see them over there. I want to see them here. I want to see them interacting with the universe. Dog, they could introduce Martian Manhunter. You could introduce the Manhunter in this. Like, the lantern could do so much stuff. Oh, they saw him wearing a dress? Well, there's nothing new with that. We know he's wearing a dress. We know he's wearing a dress. Hey, you got it? Did you cover it back up? All right. You don't want G-Ma to go out there and see it uncovered. You know she gonna go off. So you sure it's covered?
Is that good?
Okay, that's good. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
You did a great job. I hope not too, Felton. In my opinion, Jon Stewart was better than Hal Jordan. To me. But Hal Jordan had some interesting stories too. That's why I was trying to figure out. Well, I said it. Felton, remember I predicted this. Remember I said if they do a lantern show, how about just have Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart? Have both of them. Because Hal Jordan has some good stories. I predicted it. I foretold it. I talked it in existence. Remember I said that, Felton? Remember I said if they do the lantern show, you did. Yeah, I said that. I said, why don't they just do Jordan and Jon Stewart? That'll be epic. You'll have the white lantern for the white people. You'll have the black lantern for us. But I mean, they'll probably do Earth early on, but I don't want them just to be on Earth. It's cool if they come to Earth, but have them do other stuff. Have them go other places. I want to see the universe. See, if DC is smart, they'll let the lanterns operate in the universe. Don't be like Thor and leave Thor on Earth where all of his stories happened in space. That's where all of his stories happened at. Not on Earth. Like, don't do the lanterns like that. The lanterns were intergalactic. They were the intergalactic police. They policed the universe. That's what I want to see.
It's a new one. Is that good?
Yeah, Aquaman movie gonna be dope too. I can't wait for that. Yeah, him and Black Manta square up. That's going to be epic. You gotta leave him as Aquaman. He makes Aquaman great. Boy, them Celtics, they don't have all their team out there, right? They are whooping up on Milwaukee. It's crazy. Well, Chappelle, the reason they don't, did you read the comic books? Did you read Flashpoint, the comic book? Hold on, let me show you something. Did you read the comic book, Chappelle? Remember, in Flashpoint, where he went back in time and saved his mom, he messed the universe up. Hey, go upstairs and grab my phone. So, yes, it's in my room, and the bed is facing like this. It's right there on the edge of the bed.
Okay.
It's on the charger. Oh, you ain't read it? Okay, so in the movie Flashpoint, Chappelle, in the comic book, Flash went back in time to save his mother. Because you remember, Flash's mother died. So he's always been thinking about if he could go back in time and time travel. Since he knows he can move so fast, he wanted to try something out. So he went back in time. He saved his mother. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So he went back in time. Okay. He went back in time. Right. He went back in time. But when he went back in time to save his mom, Chappelle, he changed everything. Superman never existed. Remember, he landed in Kansas. In Flashpoint, he landed where the government was at. They kept him under red lights to keep his power dormant. So Superman never became Superman. He never came into fruition. He was trapped underground, and they had him locked up and running tests on him and stuff. That's why you saw Zod come, because there's no metahumans. In that universe, there was no metahumans. Nobody was there. It basically was just Batman. And Batman was Thomas Wayne. Thomas Wayne was Batman. That's Bruce Wayne's dad. Bruce Wayne, instead of Thomas Wayne and his wife dying, Bruce died. So Thomas Wayne became Batman, and his wife she went insane from the loss of her son. She became the Joker. And they always met up during a time period in the story. And Thomas Wayne, he had to kill her. He had to kill his wife because she became crazy. She was the Joker. So he killed her. So in that Batman story, he was darker. He was more ruthless. He was heartless because he lost his son. So you remember Bruce lost his dad. So it was a different feeling. Like when you lose your son, you become worse because that's a part of you. That's your reincarnation. And he gone. Thomas Wayne was a fool out there. He was killing everything, bro. He was killing villains, shooting them up, all of that. Yeah, they showed the Zod version, but it's a different period of time, Chappelle. So they showed the Zod version, but Zod came to Earth when Superman never existed. So just imagine that point in time when Zod came, but Superman never was born. Because remember, Flash changed the storyline. He changed everything. So when he came back, he thought everything would be fine, but it wasn't. There was no more metahuman. So Zod came and just conquered the world because there was no Superman. So that's where Supergirl comes in. Supergirl is basically the replacement. So that's the thing. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be real interesting to watch. Cause see, yeah, I'm glad Affleck in it too. Because here it is, Chappelle. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. This is the comic book, Flashpoint. Now, yeah, the movie look hard, but this is the comic book, Chappelle. It's called Flashpoint. This is volume 1. Now, it details an altered DC universe in which only Barry Allen seems to be aware of significant differences between the regular timeline and the altered one, including Cyborg's place as the world's quintessential hero, much like Superman is in the main timeline, with Superman himself being held captive as a lab rat by the United States government within an underground facility in Metropolis. In addition, Thomas Wayne is Batman, and a war between Wonder Woman and Aquaman has decimated Western Europe. Consisted of 61 issue run, the series crossed over with Booster Gold. That's where you're going to have Booster Gold come in play. Because remember, he's doing the Booster Gold thing. And a number of one-shots beginning in that began. So, you had Flashpoint Beyond, which debuted, where John returned to write it. The storyline adapted in the film Justice League, The Flashpoint Paradox, as well as in the third season of the CW network television series The Flash. So, and this is the plot, so this is basically the plot. Barry Allen wakes up to discover everything and everyone around him has changed. He is not Flash, nor does he have powers. His mother, Nora, deceased in his own timeline, is alive. His father, Henry, died of a heart attack, 3 years ago, alive in prison in his own timeline. So you hear that? So this Flash may not have powers to begin with when he meets him. That's why you see he saw himself. That Barry Allen may not have powers right away. So Captain Cold is Central City's greatest hero. The Justice League was never established, and even Superman is non-existent. In Gotham City, Batman throws a criminal off a building. Cyborg and Batman have a conference with a group of superheroes to discuss how Wonder Woman's Amazons have conquered the United Kingdom, while Aquaman's Atlanteans have sunk the rest of Western Europe. And the battle between the two has caused massive death and destruction. America is similarly endangered. The heroes cannot cooperate to find a solution, and the meeting is ended. Barry Allen drives to the Batcave where Batman attacks him. Batman is revealed to be Thomas Wayne. In this timeline, his son Bruce was killed by the robber instead of his wife and himself. In this timeline, Thomas brutally beat the robber to death for murdering Bruce, and Martha went insane at the loss of her son, becoming the Joker. In the flooded remains of Paris, Deathstroke captains a pirate ship in search of his daughter. Emperor Aquaman appears and stabs Deathstroke in the chest and attacks Deathstroke's crew, Sonar, Icicle, and Clayface. Sonar is able to remove a piece of the trident from Deathstroke's chest and heal him. At Wayne Manor, Barry tries to explain to Thomas about his secret identity as the Flash and his relationship to Bruce Wayne. Barry's memory begins to spontaneously realign itself to the altered timeline, and Barry realizes that the world of Flashpoint is not a parallel dimension, but an alternate reality. Barry's ring ejects Eobard Thawne's reverse Flash costume and causes Barry to believe that his enemy is responsible for changing history. Barry decides to recreate the accident that gave him his powers in a bid to undo the damage caused by Thawne, but his initial attempt fails and leaves him badly burnt. In London, Steve Trevor is waiting at a rendezvous for Lois Lane, but is attacked by Wonder Woman and the Amazons. Wonder Woman catches him by the neck with her lasso of truth and begins interrogating him. He explains that he was hired to extract Lane from New Themyscira because she was sent to gather information on the Amazons for Cyborg. The U.S. president informed Cyborg that Steve Trevor sent the signal to the resistance but was intercepted because of a traitor among the heroes that Cyborg tried to recruit. Cyborg is relieved of duty as Element Woman sneaks into the headquarters. Meanwhile, in New Themyscira, Lane encounters the resistance. A second attempt at recreating Allen's accident restores his powers and health. He concludes that the Reverse Flash changed history to prevent the formation of the Justice League. He also learns that Kal-El was taken by Project Superman. Flash, Batman, and Cyborg joined the cause to stop Wonder Woman and Aquaman. The three find a pale, weakened Superman at the project and realize that he may well have been in containment cells since he was a child, possibly never even seeing a human being before. After being rescued, Superman flies off in seeming fright in the midst of battle with the guards, leaving the three in the sewers to be rescued by Element Woman. Flash memories continued to change. The president announces Cyborg's failure to unite the world's superheroes, and the U.S. enters into the Atlantean Amazon War. Flash, Batman, Cyborg, and Element Woman ask for the Marvel's family's help. and Batman asks Billy to use his lightning to prevent Flash memories from changing even further. The group hears of the failed air assault on England due to the Amazon's invisible plane air force. Hal Jordan, who had not become Green Lantern in this timeline, is the first casualty, and a giant Atlantean generated tidal wave threatens the rest of New Themyscira. Flash tells Batman that if he fails to stop Thawne, the world will destroy itself despite reservations. Batman joins Flash as the group heads off the New Themyscira. Enchantress joins them en route. Wonder Woman and Aquaman are fighting one-on-one until Flash and his team arrive. The Marvel family transforms into Captain Thunder, also transforming Taki Tani. Captain Thunder attacks Wonder Woman and appears to be winning until Enchantress reveals herself as the Amazon spy in the Resistance and uses her magic to restore the Marvel family to their mortal forms. Penthesilea, who was secretly one of the conspirators of the Atlanteans Amazon War along with Orm, kills Billy Batson, causing a massive explosion that cripples the opposing forces. In the wake of the devastation, Thawne appears in front of Flash. The Reverse Flash reveals that Flash himself created the Flashpoint timeline by traveling back in time to stop him from killing Barry's mother. Barry pulled the entire Speed Force into himself to stop Thawne, transforming the timeline by shattering the history of his allies. Thawne resets Barry's internal vibrations, enabling him to remember this. According to Thawne, these actions transform him into a living paradox, no longer requiring Barry to exist and allowing him to kill the Flash without erasing his own existence. Thawne continues to taunt Barry with this knowledge until Batman kills him with an Amazonian sword. As the fight continues, Superman arrives and begins to aid the heroes, first by landing hard enough to crush the Enchantress under his feet. Thomas insists that Barry put history back to normal to undo the millions of deaths. Meanwhile, Cyborg detects seismic activity, which he claims could destroy the world. Waves start to approach. Now, knowing the point of divergence, the Flash restores the timeline as he enters the time stream. A dying Thomas thanks him for giving his son a second chance and gives Barry a letter addressed to Bruce. Barry then meets with his mother and bids a tearful farewell to her. Traveling back in time, Barry merges with his earlier self during the attempt to stop Thawne. While traveling through time, Barry realizes he can see three different timelines: DC New Earth, Vertigo, which is Earth 13, and Wildstorm, Earth 50. A mysterious hooded figure tells him that the world was split into three to weaken them for an impending threat and must now be reunited to combat it. The DC, Vertigo, and Wildstorm universes are then merged, but unbeknownst to Barry and the hooded figure, later revealed to be a cursed immortal Pandora, the mentioned threat intervened and removed 10 years of history from DC characters, which created instead a brand new DC universe. Barry then wakes up in a similar manner to beginning of Flashpoint, also retaining all his memories from the alternate timeline. Believing that everything is over, Barry remembers Thomas' letter and gives it to Bruce, who is still Batman in this timeline. Bruce, deeply touched by his father's sacrifice to ensure his son's life, cries and expresses his gratitude to Barry for informing him of the events that transpired before the timeline was reset. And make sure y'all read that comic book. It is a classic. I loved every read of it. What's up, Sino? He said the DC remix. Yep. Appreciate the super chat, big bro. Yeah, it's the DC remix, man. But yeah, Chappelle, that's Flashpoint. This is Flashpoint right here. This is the cover of it. This is the comic book. This is what aligned all of the universes. Because see, you got to remember, DC had three universes. You had Earth 1, then you had Earth 2, then you had Earth 3. When he did the Flashpoint, they combined all of those timelines together. Now, with that being said, what has happened is Dr. Manhattan did something to kind of alter the timelines. Dr. Manhattan kind of altered it. Nobody knows yet but everyone has a feeling something happened. But Dr. Manhattan, and this is going to introduce the Watchmen in the new DC. So watch out for that. They're still doing that story, but watch out for that. That's interesting. But this story is showing that. Yeah, I remember something like that. Yeah. Flashpoint. See, what DC Comic does is when they get kind of stale and they run out of stories, they bring out Infinite Crisis. They bring out Flashpoint. They bring up all of this stuff. So it's like they do a soft reboot. They don't do an all the way reboot. They do a soft reboot to keep it going, to make it interesting. What's up, Nick? It is. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Nick. That's what I was saying, Nicholas. Remember what we talked about the other night when I did the video about James Gunn plan, right? Supergirl is basically going to be found on Krypton instead of, like, remember Superman landed in Kansas, so he lived a great life. In this one, Supergirl lands on what's left of Krypton, and all her friends, family, people she know dies in front of her. So this Supergirl is going to be dark. So think about it. This Supergirl in this one looks like she was captured. She was held in captivity. She don't know what's going on, and she's probably going to be OP as I don't know what. And she's going to destroy everything. She just looked like she come out ready to swing. So it's different from the comic book, which I like, but this is going to introduce us, I agree, Nick, to Supergirl, which is okay with me as long as you do the story correctly. I don't like Ezra Miller. I don't like him as a person, but as a Flash, man, he's an awesome Flash. Just watching it just made me like, okay, this guy's good. This guy's real good.
I need to get another thing from the car.
Okay. Go get it. I'll stand by the door. Okay. Oh, shoot. Sorry, y'all. I'm just dropping stuff. Don't fall. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to introduce that. Here's the thing, though. She has the appearance of Laura L., who is the daughter of Superman and Wonder Woman from alternate storyline. Oh, yeah. Hey, Nick, that's a great observation. I didn't notice that. You right. You absolutely right. You right. That could be true. Hey, it might be. It's a lot of stuff in this trailer. But what I'm trying to see is Barry the Reverse Flash? The Barry from the other timeline. Is he going to be the Reverse Flash? That'll be interesting. Because I know he doesn't have his powers. Because remember in Flashpoint, the story, when he went to the alternate version, that Barry didn't have his powers in the book. So that's what's interesting. Yeah, I like Supergirl's comic. I like her suit. Her suit look clean. Yeah, it do remind me of the video game Injustice. Absolutely. But it's gonna be interesting. This was a great trailer. The appearance of Zod, I like that. How they took Superman out the movie, put Supergirl in like Black Panther. Yeah, I noticed that too. But I noticed that too. But this is why they probably kept the movie Chappelle, because they want to introduce Supergirl. But the thing I want to see is how they're going to introduce the Bat. I want to see how Michael Keaton does in this. I wanted them to go with Thomas Wayne, but I understand that they probably wanted to go with another Bruce Wayne from the 80s. They wanted to go with that timeline. But I wanted to see Thomas Wayne. I wanted to see. I think Michael Keaton would have made a great Thomas Wayne. He would have been throwing people off the roof, just being vicious. Well, in Black Panther, they made it that way because Boseman died, so they were scared to replace him at that time. So they went with Suri. But in the comic book, Suri does become the Black Panther, but it was way down the line. But see, the comic book, but the movie looks like they're not really following the comic book to a T, which I like. I don't want them to follow the comic book, but it would have been fun if they could have brought Thomas Wayne in. Thomas Wayne was a great character. With Christopher Reeves, that would be epic. Oh man, that'd be awesome if they did the CGI Christopher Reeves. Oh gosh, you know how many fans will lose their mind. All the old fans will go crazy, like whoa, like going off. The movie theater be shut down. They would go crazy. Yeah, Flash book, comic book. Man, Flashpoint comic book go hard. I need to see if I can order it because I love reading it, man. It was awesome. Superman was, he never transpired yet. Like that was crazy. But it was only a five issue comic book. Yeah, it was Shazam's death. It was crazy in the animation movie. Yeah, Black Adam went hard. But the thing is, The Rock was trying to make Black Adam an anti hero. And Black Adam wasn't an anti hero. Black Adam was a guy that was, look, I'm evil, but I protect my people. And I only go along with a plan that I like. If nobody else liked my plan, F him. That's just how he was. That's how he always been. Like, he was trying to make Black Adam that, and I was trying to, me and Nick and everybody was trying to say, like, to everybody else, like, look, Black Adam is not an anti-hero. He's not a hero at all. He's just Black Adam. Oh, okay then. All right, Nick. Mellow stupid. That's my type of guy. F y'all. I'm for my people. Yeah. Black Adam was for his people. He loved his people. He loved his country. He loved everybody that was there, his people. Oh yeah, The Rock did. The Rock killed it. He did his thing as Black Adam. Yeah, Black Adam need to be with Suicide Squad. That'll be raw. If they put him with Suicide Squad, that'll be gravy. But I want to see that Waller TV show. That Waller TV show, that's gonna be epic with Viola Davis. That's gonna be epic. Yeah, The Rock was pissed. But see, that's the thing is that the thing is the thing is this. Everybody's misconstrued what James Gunn is doing. James Gunn still may work with Henry Cavill. He never said he didn't want to work with him. He just said at that time, the direction they were going in, he didn't want Henry Cavill. You don't know if he might make Henry Cavill, he might bring him back down the line. And that's what he was trying to say in The Rock basically trying to make Black Adam, you know what I'm saying, the anti-hero and stuff. And it's like, dude, he's not an anti-hero. He's just the guy. Right, exactly, Malik. He be getting jumped all the time. Fact, you got to. He's strong. Y'all forgot that comic book where Black Adam basically went off on the DC universe. He beat everybody up. Black Adam a trip, man. Black Adam is that guy. And look at this. This is Thomas Wayne. This is what the Batman looked like in Flashpoint. You see that, Chappelle? That was Flashpoint on Batman. And this is him. And then that's his wife. Because remember, Bruce died. His wife went insane and became the Joker. And he's Batman. You see that? See, there it is there. Thomas Wayne. Thomas Wayne was a more ruthless Batman. More ruthless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the costume. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was a more ruthless Batman. Like, he was literally killing people. Batman really didn't kill nobody. It took, like, unless he really, really had to, but he tried not to kill anybody. It's about the morality. And that's what people don't understand. Yeah, Thomas Wayne was a straight savage. He was a straight savage. You know, and he loved his wife and he loved his son.
Uncle Harry.
Yeah.
What does the word succeed mean?
Succeed.
Succeed. Yeah.
Like succeed.
Like S.
That SUCCEED.
No, it's SECEDE.
SECEDE.
Yes, SECEDE.
Succeed.
Succeed.
Hold on.
I keep forgetting what it means.
Hold on, I got you. That's why Uncle Harry got 2 phones.
You do?
Mm-hmm. That's what happened when you work hard. Okay, it's basically withdraw formally from membership of a federal union or an alliance or a political or religious organization. So basically, you're basically withdrawing yourself from something. Like, let's say let's say that they got you running for class president, but you decide that you want to succeed from being the class president. So you basically withdrew from it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. But see, this is the thing too. This is what I'm thinking. Reverse flash. Cause this is what I'm thinking.
Made a good decision.
This is the reverse flash, guys. This is when Thomas Wayne killed them. That's the reverse flash. Remember, the reverse flash went and killed Barry Allen's mother. Remember, he's the one who started all this. He killed Barry Allen's mother. And then this is the movie. I might go look at the movie tonight before I go to bed. It was such a great movie, but this is the movie Flashpoint Paradox. This is Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Remember, they were waging war against each other. Oh, uh-oh. My bad, y'all. See that? Then you got Thomas Wayne. I believe that's Cyborg. And you got Flash. Like I said, man, I be on my stuff. The reverse flash. Yeah, the blue flash is Malcolm Thorne. See, this is the blue flash. The reverse flash, see, this is Malcolm Thorne. This is Barry Allen's twin brother. So my apologies. Not the he's not the reverse flash. My bad, Chappelle. This is the blue flash was hold on. That's the blue flash. So the blue flash was the twin brother of Barry Allen called Malcolm Thorne. Wasn't the reverse flash. The reverse flash was yellow and was vicious. Do we need a Martian Manhunter story? I would introduce Martian Manhunter first, and then I would do a story. Because Martian Manhunter is very intricate in the stories. So yeah, the blue Cobalt Blue is a villain, Chappelle. So he was really called Cobalt Blue. He's a villain in the new Earth of DC, and he's the older twin brother of Barry Allen. So he was evil too. Cause he's basically hold on. I do too. I hope they do a Cyborg. But Malcolm, he heals you. I do too. I hope they do a Cyborg down the line, Felton. Cyborg, they didn't really do him justice. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for now. The trailer was awesome, and I'm gonna go see Ant-Man and Quantum Mania this weekend. It come out Friday, but I'm gonna go this weekend and watch it. So I'll holler at you guys later. I'm out. Deezy.